Hi friends. Of course there had to be some crazy insect making a noise just as I start recording. Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know, my name is Alita and I'm here to share a prophetic word with you that the Lord has given me based on a dream that He gave me. I remember the dream very vividly, so I didn't even go back to check what date I had it, but it was probably a week or two ago that I had the dream. And before I get into it, let me just do the disclaimer, which is basically that not every prophetic word is meant for everyone. So you have to take it before the Lord and pray about it if you believe it's meant for you. And if this is confirmation of something God has already said to you, that's even better. But you still should take it to Him, still pray about it, still get clarity and understanding on what it means for you, and have Him answer your questions. The main thing is just getting closer to Him, being in relationship with Him, and letting Him be your guide, as opposed to relying solely on the prophet or the prophetic voice. So yeah, that's the disclaimer. So I'm sitting out here, it's really beautiful, and I was just thinking about the dream that I had. And excuse this friends, this is like my makeshift mask. So when I have to put on a mask, this is what I do. And then I just put it down, so it just looks awkward, like in the middle of a warm day, and then you've got like this scarf thing around your neck. But yeah, it just makes life easier for me, and I'm not losing my mask, it just stays here. Anyway, I'm sitting out here, I'm looking out into this beautiful ocean, and I was thinking about the dream because I've been thinking about it for a while, and it reminded me of Matthew 9 verse 16, which talks about putting a new garment on old cloth, and how it would tear a new cloth on an old garment, and that it would tear the old garment and make an even bigger hole. It reminded me of that scripture, but it's not exactly the same. So in the dream, I remember going to a seamstress of some sort. It was a shop, and it gave them all these little pieces of cloth that I had. They were mine, and they patched it up for me. So they created this beautiful type of like quilt out of it. And I remember just looking at it, and in the dream I had two people, a recently married couple that was there with me. And so I asked the Lord, what does this... very key thing in the dream, as I looked at what they had done, so they had patched on my pieces onto a new cloth. So my pieces were the small parts, and the sheet of cloth that they had used was brand new, and everything was white and blue. Like my pieces were white and blue, and the actual cloth was white and blue as well. So I noticed that my pieces, some of them were just they were worn out, and they were getting even more worn out. And the way that they had patched them on, they didn't like put them together, they just like put them on, but there was spaces in between them. I hope that makes sense. So then the dream ended. It was a very short dream, and I've been asking myself about this dream, and the Lord pointed out to me that it's not really related to what I've read in Matthew 9 verse 16. It's more about coming into... This is a word on marriage. For those of you who God has promised marriage, whether it's now in this season where there's a lot of kingdom marriages coming up, or in the next season, or whenever it is, He wants us to realize that we don't have to be perfect to be married. This insect is crazy, like it's so loud. I wonder if you guys can hear it. It doesn't even sound like an insect, but it is. We don't have to be perfect in order to be married. God is going to provide a foundation, or if we trust in Him, and if we are led by Him, and He brings this marriage to us, this marriage partner to us, He is going to make sure that He takes all that you are, your broken self, your constantly in need of healing self, and He's going to bring all those pieces that make up who you are and put them on this fresh garment, and it's going to hold everything together. Even though some of my pieces were falling apart, they were actually just going to fade away and fall off, and it was going to be just this beautiful garment left. I don't want to say garment, because a garment is like a dress, something that you wear. It was going to be this beautiful sheet of cloth that was still there. I still would have been able to use it as a covering of some sort. So he's saying that he's got you covered, and you don't have to be perfect. And I mean, I've really been struggling with that, really trying very hard to heal, to be healed, to just be perfect and right. And there's so much pressure, and if anyone understands how much pressure there is out there to be perfect, I get it. Because also being here on YouTube, it's almost like you're not allowed to have any flaws. People don't always have grace for you, and you strive so hard to be perfect and to be seen in a way that you please everyone. And I know that's impossible. I know it's impossible, but we're human, and we get hurt when people say certain things. And so what I'm saying is, God was just ministering to me and saying, you don't have to be perfect. I died for you. I died for you on the cross before you were perfect. So I don't need you to be perfect for you to be lovable. I don't need you to be perfect for me to show you grace. I don't want you to think just by that getting to a certain point of being completely healed is going to make me love you more. I want you to know right now how much I love you and how precious you are to me, even with your flawed self. The point is that you're with me, that you're walking with me, and you have a repentant heart, and you allow me to do what I need to do in your life. And that just really blessed me so much, friends, because it's hard. I'm not perfect. No one is perfect, and we all struggle with life in general, and we don't always make the best decisions. We're not always we're not always of sound mind, but there's so much grace for us as long as the moment we realize, okay, no, I shouldn't be going down this path or whatever, just to be ready to bring that before the Lord and to be repentant. So the reason I say that this is a word on marriage is because of the married couple that was in the dream with me, because I asked the Lord why specifically them. I mean, they were just randomly there, they weren't doing anything, and he said, this is a word for those that want to get married, who are looking for marriage, who may feel like they need to really fix themselves up or reach a certain point. The point is to be, he wants us to be malleable. He wants to be able to mold us. He's the potter, and he's going to be able to mold us, and marriage is one tool that he uses to mold us, to move us into greater depths with him, into higher heights with him, to help us become better at doing life, at doing relationship. So be encouraged, guys. I know it can be really tough sometimes, and I mean, I'm speaking from experience, but that's life, and God is saying that I'm not like human beings, I'm not like people. I love you with all my heart and soul, and I bought you at a price. You are mine. You are precious to me. You are more precious than you can imagine. And I just encourage you guys to really start to read the promises of the Lord, like meditate on them, because it's true. What he says about you is true, and he does love you, and he does have grace for you, and he is the one who's going to make you perfect. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. Can that motorbike just move on? I think we are safe now. So he's leading us to perfection in his time. All for his glory, for his kingdom to be established here on earth. So friends, this is my last day here in Cape Town, and I just thought I'd do a video outside, just overlooking this beautiful view. I might actually post some pictures just to show you guys, or not. I'm a bit shy. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really pray that this has blessed you. Yeah, be tender with yourself. Be tender with yourself. Life is hard enough with everyone, you know, beating up on you in whatever way. So be tender with yourself and allow yourself to be loved on by Jesus, because he really just wants to give you lots of hugs and kisses and make everything alright. And when we focus on him and less on all that's going wrong. Wow, is that another motorcycle? 4 motorcycles. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember what I was saying, but I'm sure you get the gist of what I'm saying. Guys, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I pray that this word has encouraged you, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember that you serve a wonderful, loving Father, and you, my friend, are so special to him.